Sean Reyes and John Swallow. So this will be one round of balloting to see if one or the other can get 60% in order to avoid a primary election. The balloting order is the same order that we've been following that was randomly determined by a drawing in the presence of the candidates. The first speaker will be Sean Reyes, followed by John Swallow. Sean Reyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sean Reyes, and I've been working very hard to be Utah's next Attorney General. Remember today, when you vote for Attorney General, you are hiring the state's top lawyer, and I am the candidate most qualified for the job. I've had 15 years of experience winning cases in the courtroom, and I am the only one in this race who has spent his entire career in the courtroom protecting Utah citizens. I was a partner at the largest law firm in Utah, where I represented clients in courts throughout the nation, including the Utah and United States Supreme Court. In 2008, I was named the top young lawyer in the United States. I have won civil and criminal cases against the federal government and giant corporations when they have threatened Utah businesses, like the time the EPA came into our state and tried to shut down a good industrial business. They demanded tens of millions of dollars in fines and tried to put 2 managers in prison for the rest of their lives. My team took on the federal government in federal court for 3 years. We beat them and sent them packing back to DC. No plant was shut down, no jobs were lost, and no Utah citizens went to prison on my watch. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what Utah needs in an Attorney General. Not just someone who says he will fight or who takes credit for a fight, but someone who has actually fought over and over and over again and won consistently throughout his entire career. I am that lawyer and I am that fighter for Utah. Utah also needs a leader, someone with skill, judgment, and experience to inspire people and lead other lawyers to victory. In addition to having the strongest legal background in this race, I also have the strongest record of leadership on the front lines. I have successfully led major litigation teams. I've led legal organizations with even more lawyers than in the AG's office. I've led business and charitable entities, and I've had success managing a large statewide education initiative. I know how to lead the fight for the average citizens. I've coordinated groups of lawyers to assist senior citizens, veterans, or others struggling to afford legal help. Whether the issue is big or small, I stand with the people who need a strong voice, and Utah's Attorney General must be the voice of the people. While the AG represents the state, he must ensure the rights of the people are not harmed by state actions. My vision is to return the AG's office to a law office of and for the people, accountable and transparent to the people, not an office unduly influenced by lobbyists, special interests, or political agendas. While politics has a role there, it should be secondary to the law and to the people. I am not a career politician or lobbyist or candidate, and I am certainly not a part-time lawyer. I am a career lawyer and leader, and I am a full-time voice for those who need a champion. And when elected, I will lead the fight to protect our families from violent crimes, gangs, drugs, and predators. I will lead the fight against fraud, including mortgage, investment, or identity fraud. And I will lead the battle to liberate our public lands so we can access the energy that we need to educate our children and keep jobs and our economy prosperous. I will continue to fight against Obamacare or any other unconstitutional health care mandates. I will fight for rural areas to protect crops, dairies, or ranches from threats as diverse as prairie dogs, wolves, or water removal. I will fight for a workable immigration policy that allows Utah to implement an E-Verify bill, run background checks on arrests, and aggressively put a stop to ID theft, all without granting amnesty. And ladies and gentlemen, I will lead the fight everywhere else the federal government overreaches and overregulates, because I'm tired of Washington telling us how to educate our children, how to run our businesses, what to do with our guns, our gold, and our lands. My goal is the same as yours. I want to give control first to families, then state or local government, and leave those enumerated powers to the federal government. I love the U.S. Constitution, and I promise to work with our elected officials, business and community leaders, and you, the citizens of Utah, to make sure our rights are protected. My opponent is fond of saying he will stand on a wall to protect Utah. I understand that symbolism, and I too can stand on a wall and sound a warning cry for danger, but the difference between me and my opponent, and it is the crucial difference in this race, I'm the only one of us who has experience getting down from the wall to lead troops to battle. I've actually been down in front of the wall, leading lawyers to victory time and again for Utah. Standing on the wall is no longer an option, not with the onslaught of dangers and threats to our state and families. I need all Utahns, starting with you today, to stand with me in front of the wall to fight. Stand with me and fight to protect our families and our businesses. Stand with me as we challenge the federal government and liberate our public lands, as we fight for more education choices and funding without federal strings attached. Stand with me today for rural and city interests, for Republican values and our Constitution. I ask for your vote. I'm #1 on your keypad. Thank you so much. Sean Reyes, Utah's next Attorney General. God bless you all.
Sweat it through that one, the governor. It's a piece of cake.